The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Alarm is set, sheets pulled back. I hop in bed, my thoughts react. I'm wide awake, morning soon. I'm still awake and I'm thinking of you. And I said, don't mean to say that I am uninterested, but my comprehension ain't happening here. I'm not admitting that you're always on my mind, but try to remember that these dreams can't be confined. I'm fine, yeah. Alarm is set, sheets pulled back. I hop in bed and my thoughts react. I'm wide awake, morning soon. I'm still awake and I'm thinking of you. And I said, don't mean to say that I am falling in love, but one thing I'm not is falling asleep. And I'm not admitting that you're always on my mind. Try to remember that these dreams can't be confined. I'm fine. In bed, my thoughts react.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for September the 11th, 2013. I'm not live, I'm afraid. This show was recorded earlier, but I will be answering all the questions that were sent into the show. And before I begin tonight's show, I just think, as a mark of respect, my sympathies go out to all the families who've been affected with regards the Twin Towers. And I think it's one of those tragedies that we will always remember where we were on that, awful day. And, going back, I remember it really, really well, actually. I was in a TV studio. That's where I used to work. And, the minute it happened, the phone lines went crazy. And then all of a sudden, then obviously all the, television cameras were covering, the story. But just where I actually worked, it was just, mayhem with everyone running back and forth, and then people trying to get through to their families. And, just for someone, and I'm sure this goes, for a lot of people who, was just, just a viewer, should I say, just, watching this thing happen on, the television and on the news. It was just heart-wrenching, and it was just one of those things that, you just cannot clear it from your head. It's, it's always going to be with us. But, all we can do is, send out our prayers and send out the love that we have for the people who've been affected by it as well. And just before I came on air, I was watching a programme there with regards to the children. And, it's things like that you forget, that, it's the children that have to grow up with this, knowing that their mum or their dad or their loved one is no longer with them. And it did bring a tear to my eye. I mean, you'd want to be made of stone not to cry watching that programme. And it's just one of those things that, unfortunately, there is bad people in the world, and there is things that happen that, there is no, I suppose, reason for it to happen. And, again, I hope, that my sympathies and prayers go out to all those families who have been affected by it. But again, we'll always remember that tragic day. Okay, so on another note, I will like to start my first reading of the night. And if you've sent in a question via my website, hopefully you will be one of those people selected on tonight's show. And again, please do get in your questions as soon as you can. And again, like I've mentioned, the show goes live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. And the sooner you get in the question, the sooner it may be answered for you. Now, there is loads of different ways of getting in contact with the show. The first way is by simply going to my website, which is irishpsychic.net, clicking on the radio tab, and there you can comment with everyone else commenting there with their question. You can also send in an email to the show, which is radio@irish-psychic.net, and that dash symbol is very, very important, otherwise it will bounce back and the email will not be sent to myself. You can also tweet me as well, which is @PsychicIrish, and you can also contact me via Facebook as well. But the main aspect of communication is usually through my website, which is irishpsychic.net. Okay, so the first person I'd like to start off with on tonight's show, and the person has sent in their question, it is Lisa, and Lisa has just asked the question, can you look at my love life? Very confused right now. No problem at all, Lisa. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards, Lisa. When they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. And just while I'm reading for you as well, it's quite an interesting thing that happens, when I'm reading for someone. But what's actually happening to me at the moment now, Lisa, is just my mouth is drying up. And it's like if there's things that you want to say, but you cannot say them, or there's words unspoken, I suppose is the best way of putting it. And always when you're in a relationship, it's very important that you have that open communication and that you tell your partner how you're feeling. And even if it's, even if you're not feeling good on a certain day, or you're not happy with regard to certain things that are happening within the relationship, well, then it's time to open up and speak, because if you don't speak, things will just get out of hand, and that's where the anger sets in. So just be very, very careful of that. Now I'm just laying out the cards, and this is in relation to the question, which is you're just asking there with regards, can I look into your love life? Well, the card that's mainly standing out here, Lisa, is actually the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is in the reverse position, and it is actually a relationship card. We also have the 10 of Cups, and that's the emotional side of things. And also it's otherwise known as the sexuality card as well, Lisa. We also have the 9 of Coins, that's in the upright position. And we also have the 4 of Wands, and that's in the reverse position. At the moment, I kind of feel that there's kind of time needed apart, or time needed away from your partner at the moment. And usually when the Ace of Cups comes up in the reverse position, it's like if emotionally things are just not right at the moment, and it's like if you do need that space, you do need that time to kind of heal and just kind of get your head around certain things. Again, if the person isn't staying committed to the relationship, well, then obviously you need to kind of question them on that. And, for a relationship to work, there needs to be that commitment. Now, you do have the 3 of Cups there, which is actually the commitment card. So if you want things to work, it can work out, but it's a matter of opening up and allowing I suppose, the line of communication to be there, but also get that anger off your chest, because it's like what I was picking up there, that there was, some certain anger there as well. So again, I hope that makes sense, Lisa. If you would like a further in-depth reading on that, please contact me. And if you would like to contact me, there is a very special offer running at the moment just for this week. So please just send me a message via my website. Just contact me using the contact page or via Facebook as well. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, the next person I'd like to read from, just going through all the questions here, and thank you very much for all the people who have sent in their question. And like I've mentioned, the next show is on Friday, so if you don't get a message on tonight's show, please do send in the questions for Friday night show. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Ashley, and Ashley has just asked, what will my future be and will it make me happy? No problem at all, Ashley, so I'm just shuffling the cards now. Okay, they've just told me to stop. I'm laying out the cards now. Right, well, the cards are after coming up here in relation to your question, Ashley. We have the Awakening card. That's one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these cards. You also have the Hierophant card. That's again one of the major cards. That's in the upright position. We also have the Three of Coins. That's the Commitment card. We also have the Sage card and also the Temperance card here as well. With regards to the Sage card here, Ashley, it's quite an interesting card because the way they're kind of giving me the message at the moment is it's like if there's an awful lot of communication going on around you. And when I say communication, they're not actually, showing me you talking. It's more so with you listening. And I'm not too sure if you've ever thought about doing a course with regards, psychotherapy or counselling or something like that. But I kind of feel that is an area that you would be really, really good at, because I kind of feel that you're a person that can, I suppose, sit down but also listen to the person, when they have a problem or when they're, wanting to talk, etc. And you'll probably find yourself, with regards to your own family and with regards to your own life, that you've probably done that in the past as well. So it's very, very important, if that is kind of an aspect of your life that you'd like to develop more, please do so. Now, also with regards relationship-wise, we have the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins, gorgeous card to find, because it does show here that there will be a relationship on the cards for you quite soon, actually. And they're indicating here there may be a little bit of difficulty around the situation regarding, the romantic side of things, because you do the Two of Swords, and that's the challenge card. So this person will probably have, I'm not going to say a few issues, but it's like if there's kind of an issue around them where they're not yet ready for a relationship, or there's kind of an issue or a kind of a block there stopping them from having this relationship with you. So again, it's something that you would need to look into there. But I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Time for another quick break. If you're listening to the show now and you're wondering, where am I getting all these questions from? How do I get in touch with the show? Well, unfortunately for you, the post was put up earlier and yesterday as well. And again, I do have to stress that please get in your questions as soon as you can. It's pointless leaving them to the last minute. Sometimes I will answer them, sometimes I won't, but it's best for your own sake there. Send in your questions as soon as you like. And again, for the next show, it will be Friday at 11 p.m. and that is a shortened show because it is the weekend. So please do try and get in your questions as soon as possible. And all you need to do is just tell your friends, tell your family to either email me, which is radio@irish-psychic.net, or else go to my website, which is irishpsychic.net, and click on the radio show there. Time for a quick break, and do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Just when I thought everything was going so right, so why pick this time to pick a fight? I sit and listen to what you have to say. tell me you're leaving and you're going away, away. And now you're going away. You're not here to stay. You're going away. And I'm left on my own, nowhere to go. What to do? You said you love me and that you're supposed to care. So why do you leave now, knowing how I'll feel? You said you love me, you said that you care. What am I to do now? You're not here, not here. And you're going away. You're not here to stay. You're going away. Left on my own, with nowhere to go, nowhere to go. So time is not the same. It's in my life. All I want to
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Time and it goes and it goes and it goes again, again, la-da-da-da-da, again. And I never wanted it to be you and me, you, me. But you never gave me a chance, a chance. the time. And wouldn't it be nice to have a place to go running to for love, for love. Let's go back, way back to the street that once held our names. Can you see the sky open wide enough for us to see the magic that used to be? And all those daydreams just seem to fade away. And there I go again, way back when memories in the mind take their time, most of the time. And wouldn't it be nice to have a place to go running to for love? Shadows on the walls makes me realize what all that time was for. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Again, I just have to say that the Irish Psychic Show broadcasts via Facebook.com, via the LatinGrooveRadioshow.com, and also via John Moss as well, and that is another psychic as well. So please do Google all of them. It is the Latin Groove Radio Show and also John Moss Psychic as well, and all those people you'll be able to catch my show on as well. And speaking of shows, if you are listening to my show now and you're thinking, how do I get my question answered on the show? I would love to get a reading done for free. Well, all you have to do is simply comment on my page with a question, or else contact me via Facebook. Again, it's up to you how you get in contact with the show. And the show goes out live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. So please do make sure you catch the show. And even if you don't catch the show and you have to go sleep, well, that's no problem at all. You can catch the podcast, and to do so, just simply go to iTunes, type in Irish Psychic, and you can subscribe to the show as well. It is that simple. There's loads of ways, as I've mentioned, in listening in to the show. Okay, so we'll continue on and we'll do another reading. So the next person I'd like to read for, I'm just refreshing the page now and going through all the questions that have been sent in. And thank you very much as well if you did send in a question. And unfortunately, I don't actually answer questions usually with anonymous, because there is loads of people that kind of comment anonymous, but sometimes unless you include your name, you're not going to know who it is. So please, if you are, commenting anonymously, make sure that you put in your name, because there is a place there to put in your name as well. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for is Deepak, and Deepak has just asked the question: Hi, greetings of the day. I have one question, if you can please help. I am in a job, being told to look for another job, looking for it. When do you see a new job for me? Regards, Deepak. Oh, that's no problem at all, Deepak, and thank you very much for getting in contact with me. And again, just to let everyone know as well, if you listen into the show via my website, and again, my website is irishpsychic.net, and psychic is spelled P-S-Y-C-H-I-C. Make sure you do spell it correctly, because some people are spelling it incorrectly. It's irishpsychic.net, and once you've clicked on the Irish Psychic Radio Show, which is a tab there on the left-hand side, you will see there just underneath the player, it says Special Offer. Please, please, please click that. You're going to save yourself some money, and there is special offers located there. So make sure you click on the special offer if you would like to get a reading with me. And that is a private reading. And when I do a private reading, it's not as short as you're hearing on the radio at the moment. It is much, much longer. And you also may receive one of the bonuses as well. And there's different bonuses included in certain readings. So please do avail of that special offer. And again, just to stress, it's located underneath the radio player on my website. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards now. This is for Deepak. When they tell me to stop, Deepak, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they've just told me to stop. And it's quite interesting because the card is actually sticking up in the deck and it's actually in the middle of the deck. So we'll see what card they want me to pull. Okay, very interesting actually. Right, well, at the moment, Deepak, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position, and that's in the middle position of the spread here. And the Nine of Swords, because it's in the reverse position, it's like if you are going to be banging your head off of a brick wall, because it is very, very difficult out there regarding, looking for a new job and, wanting this new job as well. And that's I suppose, the key aspect to the situation, because you do really want, this job. Now, again, having the Nine of Cups is here as well. And that's in terms of the relationship around you at the moment. And you need to be careful of that as well. Make sure that you're putting your energies into the most important things in life. And that to me is your health, relationship, and just you as a person as well. And if you don't do that, well, then obviously you're not going to be strong enough with regards to taking on a new job as well. So just be careful of that for me, please. Now, the main card that they were actually showing me here, Deepak, and it's actually the card that they wanted me to pull because it was actually standing up in the deck, was actually the Seven of Scepters. And the Seven of Scepters is actually the learning card. So I'm not too sure what it is that you do regarding work-wise, but I'm not too sure if you can actually do something regarding yourself in teaching something, or use your skill in order to gain money and allow yourself to be expressed and kind of teach people what it is that you know. And that's something that maybe you've thought about in the past or something like that. But I kind of feel here that it would be very, very important for you to do so, because I feel that it would be very, very beneficial to you as well. Now, regarding when do I see a new job for you with regards to time frame, I'm just going to see if I can check with regards to the cards. Right, well, it's quite interesting because they're indicating here, Deepak, that it will be a 10 to 12 week period here before changes there happen. And you may need to, just in terms of with regards to the job, you may need to get some legal advice regarding the job that you're in at the moment, because I'm not too sure if they're letting you go unfair or something like that. Make sure that your legal status is correct and that they're not letting you go without the proper paperwork, etc. So make sure that you do that for me, please, if you can, Deepak. And again, please, for anyone who's getting a reading on tonight's show, the one thing that I do ask, and I really do appreciate it for the people who have done so, but if you can click on the Facebook feedback, or click just where it says leave feedback, which is above where you've actually written your question, and all you have to do is just type some words there about what you thought of the reading, and it just lets other people know as well how you thought the reading was, and was it good, did it give you the clarity that you needed, etc. So please, if you can, that's all I ask if you do get one of the free readings on tonight's show. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Kathleen in Galway. Kathleen has asked, "Hi, I suffer daily chronic pain. I'm not happy in my relationship and I need to do some type of part-time training to build confidence to try and get back into work in the future. Any advice? Thank you." Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kathleen. We'll see what comes up. And as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now, Kathleen. They've just actually told me to stop just now. It's quite interesting because you do actually have the training card. Again, it came up for Deepak, and again, there is 78 cards in the deck. So when certain cards repeat themselves here, Kathleen, it's quite interesting for me as a psychic, when certain cards repeat themselves. But it is actually the Seven of Scepters, which is actually the learning card. So I feel that that's definitely something that you would need to do. Now, you do have the Chariot card here, and that's in the reverse position, and that's also one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance because it's actually in the reverse position, Kathleen. It's like if you are holding yourself back, and this happens to a lot of people. We feel that we're not going to be able to do something, or we feel that we're not going to be able to take on a new course or something like that. And it's all to do with your mind, and it's all to do with how you're feeling at that particular time. And sometimes it's to do with in the past. You may have been knocked back in the past where, your family members or your friends have said that, you're not going to be able to do something, or it can come from schooling, etc. It can come from anywhere, and you need to be very, very careful of this because it is something that's holding you back. Now, again, with regards to the pain, I don't actually do health-related questions. That would be a doctor's area that they would need to check you out with, but I'm sure you are doing that as well. So please do get back in touch with me, and I hope that has answered your question as well. Also, just letting everyone know, if you're listening to the show, which I hope you are, the music that you hear on the show has all been sent in from people like you who have a talent. So if you're out there and you have a friend who writes their own music and would like to get featured on the Irish Psychic Show, please tell them to get in touch with me, and all they have to do is simply go to my website. Again, I'm not going to be like a parrot repeating myself, but I do apologise. It is irishpsychic.net, and on that page as well, you'll see a tab there that says musicians and singers. That is your place where you can actually send in your own piece of music or composure, whatever it is that you've done in the past. Once it's not copyrighted and you own the rights to it, I will play that piece of music on my show. So all the music that you hear on the show is all copyright free, and I've been given that permission from the artist to play their music. That's why you don't hear any current pop charts played on my show. So it's just giving you the chance as well if you would like to get featured on the show as well. Also, speaking of getting featured on the show, I do take on different readers or healers, etc. Whatever it is that you're trained in, or whatever it is that you're wanting to do in life, if you are gifted in any way and you would like to feature on my show, please do get in contact with me, because I love having people on that can give their energy and give their advice to other people as well. So if you're one of those people, or someone who does psychic readings or healing, etc., please tell them to get in contact with me. Again, just go to my website and click on the contact page there. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, I'm just going through all the questions again, and thank you very much if you've sent in your question. And there was a question in there, and I'm just going through the question. I'll just go back because it did actually stand out to me, and it's from Ryan. And Ryan has just asked the question, will I ever be happy, and can you get in touch with my nan who died 16 years ago? Well, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Ryan, but if you would like a mediumship reading, again, that can be found on my website. I don't do the mediumship readings on air, usually because it takes 10 minutes to tune into spirit with regards getting a connection, and that's usually why I don't do it on air. Otherwise there'd be just silence for 10 minutes, and that's unfortunately not something that I can do while on the radio. So I do apologise for that. But if you would like to get a mediumship reading regarding your nan, or regarding anyone who's passed over, please do just click on the mediumship reading there that's located on the left hand side. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards now, Ryan, and you're just asking the question, will I ever be happy? And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, which is just now, and I'm just looking at the cards now, Ryan. Right, quite interesting cards come up here, Ryan, because actually the happiness card did come up, and it's actually after coming up in the reverse position, and that's otherwise known as the sun card. Again, that's one of the major cards, and we also have the ace of wands in the reverse position as well, and we also have the wheel card here. The main reason why I feel that you're feeling unhappy at the moment, Ryan, is you feel like if you're not going anywhere. And I myself was in that position as well when I was younger, and it's a difficult situation to be in, because you're looking at other people, and you're looking at people moving on and people being happy, and then you're kind of thinking to yourself, well, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I happy? What's wrong? And why are certain people happier than other people, etc., and why am I not feeling the way they're feeling? And it's quite important to know that when you're feeling low and when you're feeling a little bit depressed, that you tell someone. And that's the most important thing that you do, is you actually open up and you tell a family member or you tell a friend, so they know that you're not always going to be in a good mood, and that's normal. Now obviously if you're feeling a little bit more low and you just cannot explain why you're feeling that low, it's obviously time then to speak to a doctor and that's very, very important that you do so as well if you are feeling a little bit low like that. But usually if you just tell a family member or you tell a friend, they'll be able to judge and they'll be able to tell you, and they'll be able to... Sometimes, you see, the way I look at life, Ryan, is it's a jigsaw. And for anyone who does jigsaws, if you don't finish a jigsaw, it does stress you out. It does get you kind of bothered, and it does kind of annoy you. And sometimes what you do is you just go, do you know what? I'm giving up and I'm putting it into the box and forget about it. And that's it. But it'll always be in your head that you didn't complete that jigsaw. And it's like life as well. Life is like a journey, that there's certain things in life that you need to do in order to, fill that jigsaw. So again, it's something that I would stress for yourself as well, Ryan, to look at what it is that you want completed in your own life. And again, that goes for anyone listening into the show. When we have things that are incomplete and we're kind of unsure of, what direction we need to go in life, that's the most important thing, that you kind of set yourself a goal or you set yourself a target. And even if you feel that, maybe to do a course or something like that, Ryan, sometimes, it's the daunting process of not wanting to do something, and then it puts you out, you put that thought out of your mind, and then you don't actually do the course. But if you can actually go, do you know what, I may hate this course, but I'm actually going to enroll myself on something and see what happens, because the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to make new friends. And that is honestly, Ryan, the worst thing that can happen. And it's not the worst, because making new friends is always a good thing. But if you don't enjoy the course, the best thing that's going to outcome from that course is going to be that you're going to make new friends, and it'll open yourself up as well to new experiences and new things in life as well. And that's what I feel is kind of holding you back at the moment, Ryan, because you do have the wheel card, and the wheel card is always about new directions and new journeys. And because it's in the reverse position, and you have the Ace of Wands, and that's the opportunity card, because that's in the reverse position as well, I feel that you're holding yourself back and not expressing yourself the way you should be expressing yourself. And it's fair enough going on Facebook and telling people what you did for the day, but if it's not what it is that you can be proud of, well, then you need to be careful of that as well, because sometimes you'll find that people put up certain things on Facebook and you'll read them from your friends, and then you're kind of thinking, well, I didn't have such an interesting day, and that can make you feel low as well. So sometimes even taking a break from Facebook is a good thing. So I hope that makes sense, Ryan. And again, if you would like a private reading with me, please just purchase it via the special offer, which is located just below the player on my website. Okay, so we'll continue on. And thank you to all the people who've sent in their questions, by the way, to the show. And the next person I'd like to read for, just going through the questions here. And I have to be quick, actually, because I am spending a little bit too much time on the questions. But I hope, even if you don't get a reading on the show, that it will answer some questions that you may have had in your life as well. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is from Richard. What move should I take? 3 options and confuse. Richard in Dubai. Okay, well, it's lovely to have you listening to the show all the way from Dubai. So do tell your friends and family, please, Richard, if they would like to get a free reading on the show as well. And you can share my Facebook page as well, or suggest me as a friend. Please do that if you can. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so in relation to the question, Richard, what move should I take? 3 options and confused. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards, and I hope that it clarifies, what's kind of going on with regards to the options. So option number 1 is you have the Awakening card. Option number 2, you have the Sage card in the reverse position, and they're both major cards. And option number 3, you have the Ace of Swords in the upright position, and that's the Challenge card. I hope that this makes sense, Richard, but they're actually showing here a complete new fresh start, and that's kind of more for option A or option 1, whatever it is that you want to call it. And option 1 is the Awakening card, and what it is, and the way they're giving me the description here, Richard, is just to kind of just put all the stuff that you've learned into boxes, seal the boxes and then put them aside and move on from that. It's like if there's an awful lot of renovation, I suppose is the best way of putting it, because I kind of just see, all the walls around you at the moment, they're getting, I'm not going to say that they're getting boring, but it's like if you want a complete change, and that's usually what the Awakening card means. It's a complete change of, direction, change of scenery, etc. So whatever it is that you want to do with regards to that option, I hope I've answered the main option that, that you wanted me to answer. But usually it's something that I would... It's kind of a difficult situation, the way they're giving me the message at the moment, Richard, because it's like if you don't want to let anyone down, but I don't feel that you will be. And the reason why I'm saying that is you also have the 10 of Scepters in the upright position, and you also have the Ace of Scepters as well. Now, when the 10 of Scepters comes up, it's always about starting up something from scratch. And when I say that, it's starting something like a business on your own. and that can be quite daunting as well, and that's usually where the financial side of things comes into play. Again, please message me via Facebook and let me know what the story is, because I kind of feel that there is a setback, I suppose, and that's in relation to the Ace of Sceptres, and that's in the reverse position. So I hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Okay, we'll do another quick reading before we take another commercial break. And the next person I'd like to read for is Fiona, and Fiona is in Dublin. And Fiona just asked the question, do you see a move for me anytime soon? Okay, so we'll see what comes up, Fiona. Okay, they've told me to stop. And I feel the answer is no, Fiona, because you have the 4 of Wands in the upright position. You also have the the 8 of Swords as well, and that's in the upright position. And also the Chariot card here as well. The Chariot card is one of the major cards. Again, it's usually to do with movement, but because it's in the reverse position here, Fiona, it's like if there's still challenges ahead, or still kind of, setbacks before you can move forward. And sometimes that could be just the simple thing of financial situation here. So I hope that makes sense. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Well, again, if you're listening to the show and you're kind of thinking, well, how do I get in contact with Irish Psychic? Where is he getting the questions from? Again, I do stress I'm taking all the questions from my website tonight, and all you have to do is just go to irishpsychic.net, click on the radio tab and comment there with your question. But the next show, just so you remember, is Friday at 11 p.m. So please make sure, if you are wanting to get a reading, and not everyone is guaranteed, just so you know, you're not guaranteed a reading just because you comment, you're not guaranteed. The best way of getting a reading is by purchasing a reading with me, and there you can, ask 5 questions, and it is a full private audio reading. And when I say an audio reading, you're actually going to be getting what you're hearing, like, you're listening to me now on the radio. That's exactly what you get. You hear me speaking directly to you with regards to your reading as well. And all the people who've purchased one of those readings, can I just say thank you very, very much as well, because I really do appreciate your support. Okay, so it's time for 2 more before the end of the show. So we'll see who is next. So I'm just going through all the questions. And if you've sent in one of those questions to the show, you may be getting a reading on the show. Okay, the next person I would like to read for. Actually, do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to go to my email, because we do have some emails sent into the show as well. And I did say I would take some from the email as well. So if you are one of those people who've sent in a question via email, you may be lucky enough to get your reading answered on the show tonight. So I'm just logging in. Bear with me because it's after signing me out. That's technology for you. But at least I'm multi-talented, as they say. I'm able to do 2 things at once. So I'm just logging in now to my email. And the next person I would like to read for is... Okay, it's Lisa Fitz. And Lisa just wants... Or Fitzgerald. You just have it down as Lisa Fitz. And Lisa is just inquiring with regards to career advice. And work is quiet at the moment. Okay, so no problem at all. So we'll see what comes up, Lisa. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Lisa. I'm laying out the cards now. Right, and the cards that are after coming up here, Lisa, are we have the Lover's card, one of the major cards. Again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We also have the Death card here as well, and the Death card is one of the major cards, and it's nothing to do with physical death, just so you're aware. And we also have the Queen of Coins as well in the upright position. The Death card is about letting something go. And when the Death card comes up, it's about letting, one job go and allow yourself to, I suppose, start fresh and start something new. And that's where the Lover's card comes up. Now, the Lover's card, it's a good card to find, especially where career is concerned here, Lisa, because it shows that you will have a few options around you. And again, I'm not too sure what it is that you do, but I'm kind of picking up some... the way they're giving me the message, Lisa, and it's quite an interesting read, but they're just bringing me into a kind of beauty parlor at the moment, and they're pampering me. So I'm not sure if it's something that it is that you've done in the past, or something that you want to do, get into the kind of the beauty retail side of things. So again, let me know. Please get back in contact with me. I would love that. But I hope that has answered your question as well. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Okay, and the final person of the night, I'm afraid, is Tracy Mallon, and Tracy has just downed a question which is quite a short question, but I hope I can answer it. And the question that you've just asked there, Tracy, is what to do. Okay, so it's quite an open, broad question, but I'm hoping, Tracy, that Spirit can answer it for you, and they'll be able to give you the message that you are looking for as well. And this is just for Tracy. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Tracy. I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, I definitely feel here, Tracy, with regards to the Hierophant card, it's something to do with either relationship or legal, but I kind of feel it's something to do with the relationship and kind of legal. Something. It's like if, I'm not going to say it's divorce, but it's like if there's something around a relationship where you need a little bit of legal advice. Again, you also have the Four of Wands, that's in the reverse position. Again, that just indicates the legal forms or contracts, something like that. But I kind of do feel it's in more so to do with a relationship. You also have the Magician card here, and that's in the reverse position. And we also have the Five of Coins here in the upright position. They're indicating here that everything is going to be okay. It's just a matter of what it is that you want the outcome to be. And, sometimes we have to step on people's toes, and sometimes we have to kind of go, do you know what's best for me? And whatever it is that's best for you, you need to kind of go with. And that's what a Spirit is kind of saying here, that don't be kind of worrying too much on other people, because it's like if you're putting, other people first, and that's not having a good effect on yourself, or it's not having a good effect on your health either. And again, just the final card to end there, it is the Enchantress card here. And the Enchantress card is one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance, and it is the self-belief card. You really do need to have that belief in yourself and know how much you're worth. And when I say that, I mean that for everyone who's listening into the show. You need to know how much it is that you're worth. And personally, myself, you cannot buy me. That's that's my price value anyway, and I'm worth more than diamonds. That's the way I look at myself, and it's something that you need to acknowledge, and it's something that you need to work upon as well, is looking at yourself from a different perspective and looking at how much you are worth, rather than thinking that you're not good enough for someone, or you're not capable of being with someone because they're X, Y and Z. You need to know that they're lucky to be with you, and that's why I always look at a relationship like that as well, and look at it as kind of equal, because if one person has a bigger ego than the other, well, then the relationship is not going to work. So that's why you always need to realize when you're in a relationship that you're both equal, and that's why most of the relationships that you see that last, they're both equal within the relationship. And I'm not talking about with regards jobs or financial side of things like that. It's to do with both emotionally and both spiritually as well. So I hope that has made sense, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. Well, I'm afraid that is it for another edition of the Irish Psychic Show. The next show is on Friday night. And if you would like to get a reading on the show, again, like I've mentioned, all you have to do is send in your question via the page, and tell all your friends and tell all your family as well about the show, please. I would really, really appreciate it if you could do that. And please do feel free to add me on Facebook as well. Just search for Irish Psychic and you should be able to find me there. It is the page with over 11,000, and I also have the personal page there as well, and you should be able to click follow as well. So thank you very much for tuning into the Irish Psychic Show. For myself, Irish Psychic, take care and good night.
Yeah. 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 Everybody's in the club. Just wanna party. In the club. Just wanna party. Feeling good. Yeah, I just wanna party. Everybody's in the club. Yeah, we wanna party. But I'm not looking for love. Just wanna party. I'm walking in the club. I'm feeling good tonight. I'm here to have a party 'cause it's Friday night. I got my best shirt on, I'm feeling so high. And music is the drug, it makes me feel alive. You're hanging with your girls and you say you wanna dance. I'm checking with my beat boys. Yo, what's up? Oh, yeah. No romance on the dance floor. Yeah. Step aside, let me show you what it's there for. In the club, you down, build you up, tease you with some sexy words. I'm a naughty puppy. I wanna see you smile. It's your chance, take it. Chill for a while. I wanna see you shake it. I didn't come here looking for no dirty love. I'm just hanging with my boys, rocking in the club. But if you're gonna put those moves on me,
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.